Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. USS Texas Day. Yeah, I think that's out of dry dock now, and it's on display somewhere, isn't it? I was following it for a while, and then I just kind of lost interest, I guess. I have to look it up if I think of it. Or maybe somebody can comment. I'm sure that somebody will, especially if you live in Texas. Yeah, I think it's a fellow by the name of Wesley or Wes lives in Texas. Maybe others. Okay, now, speaking of comments, I got a comment from somebody who said that they observed that the little pins or whatever that come out of the side of the catwalk, he thought that some of them appeared to be longer than others. Now, from this distance, I can't tell. And he thought that maybe there was something around the outside of the funnel here. And at first, when I looked at this thing this morning, I had it back on my shelf. I thought, no, there's nothing there. And then I got the light just right. And yes, there are little dimples. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll bring the camera down here later, probably sooner than later, and we'll just see, do these line up with those dimples? We don't have to mount it in place, but because we got to get the railing soldered on. I think I'm going to go with solder, if I can. Okay. We are ready for you know who. Here we go. Yeah, so well, yesterday at this time I was getting back from my bike ride and getting caught in rush hour traffic. I'm not going to do that again. The plan for today is I'm going to take a bit of a break at about mid-morning, and I want to go to the Krusty Bun Bakery coffee shop. And I'm going to do my best not to complain about that in all likelihood the coffee's going to be a lot more expensive than Tim Hortons, which is basically just across the street from them. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I can not complain. I am cheap when it comes to something like that. You know, I have this feeling like, why am I spending, even at McDonald's, why am I spending $1 for a cup of coffee in McDonald's when I can make it myself at home for about 25 cents or less? Anyway, well, that's me. I don't know, maybe because when I was a kid, we were really, really poor. In fact, the house we lived in when I was 8 years old through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that age, there was no running water. It was a huge deal when the house got wired for 220 so that we could have an electric stove. I can still remember as a kid when they ran the special line in from the street that handled 220. I mean, that's well, we didn't live in Winnipeg at that time. Winnipeg was pretty modern, but where we were up in the boonies in northern Saskatchewan, no. Yeah, so anyway, I think it's because my mother used to have to really count the pennies, you know, like I didn't get a haircut until I really needed it, even though it was like, I don't know, 45 cents or less. No, probably 25 cents. It wasn't very expensive. Mind you, when I first came here to Winnipeg, I was thinking about this morning, and I don't know why. You would go to a parking, you go downtown and you'd park, and there'd be a parking meter there, and the parking meters used to take pennies. And I can still remember, you got 12 minutes for a penny, and an hour for a dime, I think it was. Or no, an hour for a nickel. Yeah, and that I don't think they took dimes and quarters at that time. Now the parking meters are, I don't think they don't even have parking meters anymore. You have a kiosk where you buy your paper ticket and stick it on your dash. Yeah, it's all changed. And it's not pennies, I can tell you that. Okay. How did we get onto that? Yeah. Oh, the general consensus is stop posting on Jim Steen's and Peter Hoyard's website. So, yesterday's posts were the last ones. Sorry, guys. That's the way she goes. That's the way she goes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't always want to be talking about people passing on that you knew, but I don't know why I thought of this, but I thought, when was the last time that I got a comment from Train Man Dave? And in my mind, I'm thinking it's about 3-4 months ago, because I can remember commenting back to him. And then I checked, and it was like 4 years ago that he commented. The time is just flying by, and Dave passed away 2 years ago. Where is life going? It's just okay. We won't talk about that anymore. That's kind of depressing. We were gonna get the camera down here on the model table and try and get the light adjusted so it would cast a shadow on these little dimples that I can almost see them, but not quite from arm's length. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, in the background you've probably been noticing the clock and you're thinking that I'm getting a bit of a late start here at the model table. Well, I've actually been going pretty good here this morning. One of the things I did was I went out and I rigged up my second video camera inside the bike box so I can monitor the temperature. And then in the wintertime, when I don't need to worry about the temperature anymore, I can monitor the voltage of my battery. Okay, now I have paged ahead to step 24 here, where it shows where we put this piece around here. And I've got everything to the right orientation. And so let me get this out of the way here. I'll move in a little bit here. I can't move in a lot. We're not using the macro lens. But if I get this shadow just right, you can see that there are holes on the side here. See if I can get something to point with. Okay, there's one right there, and then there's one in the middle, and there's one on the end. Now, the viewer was mentioning that this part here, he thought that some of these, see, I gotta pick this up so I don't bend anything. These Tony's tweezers. Tony's another person I haven't heard from for a while. I've got his email address. I should give him a shout and see if he's okay. Okay, now are some of these long? Yes. Yes, it does appear that yeah, the center one here is longer, and it matches up with that hole. And this one here is longer, and it kind of yeah. Now I didn't actually notice that. It's amazing what the viewers are noticing that I don't even notice. Okay, so I'll just have to remember that I don't think we need to. These would be like positioning pins. I don't think I need to drill holes for the other ones. This is going to be really hard not to bend this out of shape. Well, we got to get this speaking of bent out of shape, we got to get this railing bent and soldered on. I'd kind of like to have that done today, if possible. What time is it anyway? 14 minutes after 9. Probably Missy the dog's going to be coming by here in about 45 minutes. So, yeah, I think we can go ahead and try and bend this railing so that it'll go around this catwalk, all being well. Good morning, Missy.
Hi.
Good morning, Max. Fresh out there.
Oh, my nose is running from the cool wind.
You want a Kleenex?
No, I'm good.
You got your sleeve, right?
I got my sleeve.
Yeah. Hang on, Missy. Wait. Okay.
She was howling as the fire engine went by
I didn't hear
on
it.
Pioneer Trail.
Oh.
And then it stopped because it passed a traffic light. And so Missy stopped. And then it started again as it went down past Springfield. Missy started howling again and started bounding along after the ambulance, following the pack. We're on the hunt.
An ambulance chaser. Yeah.
The wolf pack. Out hunting. Missy saying, wait for me. Sharp claws.
Well, Missy, the cat and you are going to get along just fine. You don't need to worry. Yeah.
Oh, they love to play. And when the cat is restless, I use the laser light with the mouse. And the cat does circles. Oh. You got new fans. Oh, new fans. Do you want me to bring her out?
All right, I'll come over with the camera.
Come on in. She's gaining a pound a month. Bengal. Either 1/2 Bengal or 1/4 Bengal. This is your Uncle Ron. You eat dog treats, don't you? Little ones.
I'm gonna have to buy another bag of treats here. I'll have to get some temptations. Oh, she's gonna escape on you.
Nope.
Okay. I like the colors.
Yeah, she's got very nice colors.
Yeah.
She's got proper calico colors, but there are things that are kind of quirky about her that do seem like something else.
Yeah. What was that noise, Missy? Huh? The kids making too much noise on the street? Huh? Is that what's happened? Thanks, Lorraine.
You're welcome.
Okay. See ya. Okay, we'll see you again. Okay, let's get back in the house where it's warm.
Good day for a motorcycle ride.
Well, I'm hoping.
Rest warm.
I will.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's see if I can get myself in the house here without falling down. Well, that was different. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Yeah, that was different, all right. Kind of be interesting to see how I can edit that one out. You will have already seen it, but at this moment as I'm speaking, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Okay. I've got an idea for this. First of all, I want to check and measure. You know, is this section this? You know, I should move in because you can't see this. I got to keep remembering that. Yeah, let's recompose here, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking here. Okay, so here's what's happened. I was looking at this just before Missy the dog came in. And I was thinking that if I go by this drawing that we have here, where do we make the bends? And I could see that it appeared that this bend right here would have been right here. So that would have meant that one post would be here, and the other post would be right there. But then I was noticing when looking at this rail, and I haven't measured this yet, so I don't know, but it almost looks like there's a greater distance from this first post in to the second one than there is from this post at this end to this post. So just for the fun of it, I'm going to see if I can measure it here and see, and then because that would mean that in order for this to match up properly, the length would be the same regardless of which way it went, but the where the bends are could possibly be in the wrong place. So let's just see here. Okay. I think the easiest way is to just very, very carefully go in between two posts, if that's possible. Okay. Now, without moving that, how does it work out here? Yeah, you can see there's about a millimeter or 2 millimeters difference. I'm just guessing. Okay, so would that mean that, let's just put this here. Okay, there's going to be a post right there. And then around here, very carefully here, it's going like this. Yeah. No, I think that this first one is supposed to have I think it's supposed to go like this. And this longer one, yeah, that this longer one, I'm just sort of eyeballing it here. If it started at the end there and then came around, where would this post be? And okay, then let's go this way. Then that means that this one's going to come in like this, or should, if everything goes right. And oh yeah, sure. Look at this. There's you can see, if you, without even measuring, you can see that there's more of a distance between this post and this post than there is for the rest of them. So that would be, yeah, this is the way it's got to go. Okay, yeah. So we could put a bend right here, and then I guess the other bend would be right at the end for this one, and then we'll just have to see where the other two bends, where they fall. Yeah. Yeah, so the bends go, the radius is right in between posts, okay? Well, here we go again. There's difference in widths. I guess it has to be that way. Okay, I'm not making any sense anymore. Do I ever make sense? Okay, I know I've said lots of times I don't do retakes, but this is my second try at this. I'll see if I can get through it. I did go to the Krusty Bun Bakery on the bike. It was a nice ride there and back. I'll post the ride. You can watch it. I did not buy any of their crusty buns. I came home and I made my own. And it's quite crusty, the way I like it. It's just eggs and flour and some spices, and that's it. Okay, then I went and I started doing my editing. And I got to the place where I talked about Tony's tweezers, and I hadn't heard from him for a while. Now, if you notice on the Bismarck there, you can't see it from where you are, but there's a little aircraft hanging down from the crane off to the side. Tony made that. I sent him the pieces, and he assembled it and painted it and sent it back to me. Some of you will remember. Anyway, I did a little research to find out, well, when was the last time Tony actually commented? And it turns out it was 20 months ago in episode number 1854. And Tony used to pride himself on the fact that he watched every one of my episodes. He said that several times. I've watched every episode. Haven't missed. And, okay, here's what's happened. Two months ago today, Tony died. He was 74 years old. I don't know what he died from. I think he had cancer, but I'm not sure. I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't know. We were cyber friends. Anyway, I'm having a real hard time here. I don't want to do this anymore today. Thanks for watching, everybody. All being well, we'll see you tomorrow. Those of you who've been commenting regularly and watching regularly, nobody dies, you hear?